The Elephant and the Blind Men, a tale of many perspectives. Chapter 1, A Quiet Village and a Mysterious Tale. In a small, peaceful village nestled at the edge of a great forest, there lived a group of kind but blind men. Although they could not see, they were very curious about the world around them. Every day, they listened eagerly to the stories of travelers who spoke about a marvelous creature called the elephant, a giant animal with thick, wrinkled skin, a long trunk, and enormous ears. The blind men wondered, what does an elephant really look like? They had only heard tales, and their imaginations filled in many pictures. Chapter 2, A Quest for Understanding. One sunny morning, the blind men decided that they must find an elephant for themselves. They believed that if they could touch and feel the elephant, they would learn the truth about this mysterious creature. With hopeful hearts and gentle voices, they set off along the winding path into the forest, guided by the sounds of nature and their strong desire to learn. Chapter 3, The Elephant Appears. After a long walk through the cool, green forest, the blind men finally reached a clearing where a magnificent elephant was resting. The elephant was calm and gentle, unaware of the excitement surrounding him. One by one, the blind men approached the enormous animal. They reached out carefully, ready to explore and discover what an elephant truly was. Chapter 4, Each Man's Discovery. Each blind man touched a different part of the elephant, and soon, they began to form their own ideas about what the creature must be like. The man who touched the trunk ***. One blind man gently wrapped his hand around the elephant's long, flexible trunk. To him, the trunk felt smooth and strong, like a thick, wriggling snake. He exclaimed, "An elephant is like a long, slithering snake." The man who touched the leg ***. Another blind man placed his hand on one of the elephant's sturdy legs. The leg was firm and round, much like a strong pillar. He said confidently, "No, an elephant is like a mighty tree trunk, solid and strong." The man who touched the ear ***. A third blind man reached out and felt the elephant's large, flappy ear. The ear was soft, broad, and slightly curved. He declared, "I'm sure an elephant is like a huge fan or a soft, leafy paddle." The man who touched the tusk ***. Yet another man explored the hard, smooth tusk that protruded from the elephant's face. It was cool and carved like polished ivory. He insisted, an elephant must be like a sharp, hard tool, just like this tusk. The man who touched the side ***. Finally, one blind man placed his hand on the elephant's side, feeling its wide, bumpy skin. To him, it was rough and vast, like a giant wall. He said, "I believe an elephant is like a big, sturdy shield." Chapter 5, The Great Debate. Soon after each man had examined his part of the elephant, they gathered together in a small circle. Excitedly, they began to share what they had felt. However, their descriptions were very different. The man who touched the trunk argued that an elephant was like a snake, while the one who touched the leg insisted it was like a tree trunk. The man with the ear and the one with the tusk added their own ideas, and soon a heated debate began. Each blind man was sure his own discovery was the whole truth. Their voices grew louder as they argued about who was right, and the disagreement made them all frustrated. They could not understand why their friends' ideas did not match their own. Chapter 6, The Wise Elder's Lesson. As the debate grew louder, an old wise man from the village happened to pass by the clearing. He had heard the commotion and came to see what was happening. With a gentle smile and a calm voice, he said, "My dear friends, why are you arguing so fiercely about the elephant?" The blind men explained what they had felt, each insisting that his own description was completely right. The wise elder listened carefully and then said, "Each of you has touched only a part of the elephant. The one who felt the trunk knows it is long and flexible, the one who felt the leg knows it is strong. The one who felt the ear has learned of its soft, wide shape, the one who touched the tusk knows of its hardness, and the one who felt the side sees its great size." He continued, "But none of you have felt the whole elephant. You each have a part of the truth, but only together can you understand the entire creature. An elephant is not just one thing, it is all these parts combined. You must learn to listen to each other and piece together your ideas to see the whole picture." Chapter 7, Understanding the Whole. The blind men sat in thoughtful silence as the wise elder's words sank in. Slowly, they began to understand that each of them had been right in his own way, yet none had the complete truth on his own. They realized that the elephant was a marvelous creature made up of many parts, and that by sharing their experiences, they could learn something greater than any one of them could have discovered alone. Working together, they described the elephant as a giant animal with a long, flexible trunk, strong legs like pillars, large, soft ears, hard shining tusks, and a massive, bumpy body. Their combined description was far richer and more complete than any single description. Chapter 8, A Newfound Wisdom. With their hearts filled with newfound wisdom and respect for each other's perspectives, the blind men thanked the wise elder for his guidance. They learned that understanding the truth often requires listening to different points of view and putting them together. In that moment, they realized that every person's experience is valuable, and that cooperation and sharing can lead to a better understanding of the world. Chapter 9, Returning Home with a Lesson. As the day turned to dusk and the jungle's sounds quieted, the blind men slowly made their way back to the village. Along the journey, they talked about the wise lesson they had learned. They promised to always listen carefully to others and to share what they knew, knowing that together, they could build a complete picture of any mystery. Chapter 10, Moral of the Story. Many perspectives make the whole truth asterisk. The tale of the elephant and the blind men reminds us that each of us may see only a small part of the truth. By listening to others and sharing our own experiences, we can learn a more complete and accurate understanding of the world. Remember, working together and valuing different points of view makes us wiser and kinder. Enjoy The Elephant and the Blind Men, and remember to cherish every perspective, for every little piece of the story helps reveal the whole picture.